Hey guys, welcome back to the bunker. It is Wednesday, which means we get to do another episode of Wild Color Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. We got a good show tonight. We're going to do throwback to an old school color, black and blue. So you don't want to miss this one. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the bunker. As I said just a minute ago, so thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to do a throwback to those colors tonight, black and blue, with a little bit of the Wild Color Wednesday twist. Looks like we got a few folks online. You guys hear me okay? Audio's good. Someone give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's do this. I'm a little out of whack here. Been running a gun all day. Let's do a quick shout out tonight. We're going to talk about this more, but tonight's sponsor, my buddy Joey over at Yellow Barn Woodcrafting. So thank you, Joey, for being tonight's sponsor of Wild Color Wednesday. Joey was the winner of last week's Sub-Zero Color, and he would like to return the favor. And so he decided to be the sponsor for tonight's Wild Color Wednesday episode. So thank you, Joey. We appreciate you for being over here, or being a supporter and being here for us. All right, good deal. Hey, what's up? Delta Mike. What's up, Dan? What's up, Mike? Good deal. Okay, so we got a few folks on here. Good deal. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to change this configuration. Let's see if we can. This might be better to see. I know you can still see my face a little bit. I wonder if I can make this a little bit bigger. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, let me do it. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. We will get to working here. Like I said, we're going to do a throwback color tonight, but hopefully you guys have an ice cold beverage. Thanks for tuning in, and we will get started with tonight's color. So cheers. Thanks for being here. Oh, delicious. All right. Let's get started here. So I know we're going to do black and blue, and I know it's basic, and I've been overthinking the wheel here, trying to think how to flare this up. And the more I think about it, the more I think we should just stick to the basics. And so what we're going to do, so Frank, what we're going to do is a black top. This is going to be a laminate, a black top, and in there is going to be a lot of blue flake, like a lot, like we're really going to make it shine on that top color. And the bottom color, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to start off with some blue pearl. This is some sapphire blue. Well, you guys can probably see it better right up here. This is a sapphire blue pearl powder. We're going to throw some of that in there. We may have to darken it up with a little bit of this dead on straight blue. This is kind of a darker navy royal blue, if you will. But we'll see where that leads us on the belly color. And then we're going to throw some silver flake in there. That should really spice up the belly side of that and go from there. So we will get started on our base colors, and then we can tweak as needed. Let's go ahead and get started with this top color. This is just straight black. It's hitting all over my fingers. Well, there we go. That's what we get. Stained fingers. So, okay, let's start off with the top color. Now I want this thick enough as far as opacity goes, but I don't want to overpower any of the blue flake, and that really doesn't take much with this black pigment from Dead On. It's very potent. A little bit goes a long way. So for you fellow bait makers out there that dabble with some of the pigments from Dead On, make sure you guys look out for the black pigment. It is very, very strong. Okay, so I've got 4 cups of plastic here, and that was probably about 6 16 to 18 drops there. That's all it took to get this to that real dark color. You guys see that okay with that overhead view? You guys like this view better, or you like the split view better? We'll see which one works better in your guys' opinion. Oh, we got some bubbles going already. Okay, now for the fun part. We get to add a lot of this blue flake to it. This is just a 0.040 hex blue, and then some 0.015. Same color. Label came off there. So Ricky, how you doing, Mr. Peterson? Okay, let's really load this up. Like I said, we really want to make this top color like dance with blue. I went with a medium blend of plastic so we can kind of add way more glitter than we think we need and really make this pop. You guys see how much is in there? Like that's going to be a ton. So let's mix this in, see what we got. Awesome. Thanks, Frank. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit more of kind of what goes on as I'm mixing here and doing things on the counter. There we go. Can you guys see that there? I'm going to lift this up so you guys can see all the blue in there. Check that out right there. Okay, so we got quite a bit. Mr. Rao in the house. What's up, Scotty? Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit more black, and this is going to play in the claws here in a minute with some of the cross shapes we're going to do. So that was just about 6 more drops. So we're looking at about 22, 24 drops for this this top side, and just a bunch of flake. So just a little bit more. So if you're ever in doubt of how many drops to do, you can take a little bit of your plastic, let it drip on your countertop, let it kind of cool off and settle. Then you can kind of take a look of, especially mine's a white background, so I get to see kind of how strong these colors are, and I can kind of mess with it and see. It gives me a pretty good idea of what. That's actually pretty good because we're going to get like a smoky effect in the claws. It's not going to be a super dark. That way you can see the silver flake and that blue pearl powder from the belly side. So I think we will stay where we are at for round 1 on the top side. All right, so let's do the belly side here. Yeah, Hawaii colors, right? That's what Dave says. God, I've been going through that trailer. Long story short, I'm going through the TBS trailer, figuring out what's good, what's not, and a lot of dust in there. Boy, I breathed a lot of that in today. I'm also very thirsty for a delicious Pilsner, so it's a good excuse to satisfy the thirst there. All right, so here's that sapphire blue. I was looking at the number here, 634. That was such an old move of I need glasses. All right, sapphire blue, pearl powder. This is going to be, let's start off with that 1/4 teaspoon. Like I said, I got about 4 cups here. It's a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to leave this lid open. We're going to see how much this actually does. I think we're going to need more, to be honest. Yeah, pretty pale. You know what? Let's give it a little bit of a blue base first. I'm going to do this dead on blue first to give it a darker hue, and that'll let me gauge how much pearl we need. So that was probably about 30-ish drops. Oh, we're getting a nice deep. There we go. You guys can see that. Start to get a real deep bluish on that belly color. I think we need just a little bit more pearl. Man, that looks good. I think the last thing we're going to do is just add some of that silver flake on this belly side. And we'll go ahead and get shooting here. Yeah, Frank, I agree with you, bud. I got the boomstick lined up. I figured this would be an amazing bladed jig trailer, both in the boomstick shape and possibly the chubbies, if we get to it. We'll see how much plastic we have, but I definitely thought of boomstick, so good call, Frank. Thanks. All right, we're going to get the, let me do the silver flake here. Let's see how much we want to do. Well, let's flare it up. It is Wild Color Wednesday. Wow. Okay. Do we dare do that much? How bad is it going to be? How good is it going to be? That's the question. Oh, that's not near as bad as I thought it would be. Look at that nice bright blue mix of that silver flake. So that'll be the belly color right there. All right, let's get these in the microwave for just a second, and that'll allow us to get our mold set up for round 1 of tonight's Wild Color Wednesday. We give you guys a thank you and appreciate you all participating in last week's giveaway, the sour apple color. Turned out really good. Paul, thanks again for the color suggestion for you and the boys. Turned out very well. But a couple people say they like the name Sour Apple, so that's what we went with. Well, that was still pretty warm. Looked like burning your fingers on plastic. Okay. After round one, we are going to pick a winner from last week's Sour Apple color. Hey, what's up, Fishing with Funk? How you doing, sir? Here's what I want to do. I want to see, before we dip into the claws, I want to see what these are going to look like. I'm going to do a 4-inch grenadier, which is a beaver style bait, and then I'm going to do some warthogs because that's a very good indicator of the strengths of our colors, the opacity, the flake, everything else, the density of all that. So we're going to start with those two shapes tonight, the 4-inch grenadier and the 4-inch warthog brush hog style bait. Mike Beach in the house. What's up? Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Cooking tonight is old school black and blue with a little Wild Color Wednesday twist. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers. We just got done mixing up the colors. So we are getting ready to fire off round one of tonight's Wild Color Wednesday. I guess we'll call it a throwback, but it's still relevant. That's what I don't know. Are throwbacks still relevant and can still be throwbacks? So we went kind of some opposites here, black over blue. So black and blue flake up top, blue base with a silver flake for the belly. I think we're, like I said, at the right opacity. I think for this round one, at least, we're going to see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll be fine with a smaller injector. So what I did some Frankensteining. You guys remember the big Mondo triple injector, right? So I took one of the tubes off, so now I can have a Mondo dual injector, and it just happens to fit. Here, we'll show you on the screen. Fits the twin blending block. Perfect. So trying to decide how much plastic we actually needed for this one. I think we'll be fine with the smaller of the two for round one. We'll probably need that big sucker when we start doing the big cross. So okay, let me get the smaller twin injector going. Are you guys ready for round one? Let's see what that. Mike Beach is asking, what blue is this? And Mike, that's a mixture of this Pearl X sapphire blue pearl powder. You can get this at Hobby Lobby with dead on straight up blue. So that's the mix to get that nice deep rich blue, almost like a flippin' blue. You guys are familiar with lure work. So all right, here we go. Round one, everything's clamped, everything's hot. Okay, let's see what this looks like for round one on tonight's episode of Wild Color Wednesday. Again, thank you guys for being here. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it works. Okay, wasn't too bad. Let's see what happens here. Two. Get those topped off. These are going to be very blue. We might have to darken up that top color a little bit. Just a little bit darker on the black because we're going to get a lot of this blue shining through. But that's not a bad thing. Let's see how it looks first before I go jump into conclusions. Might be okay. Right, Mike? I thought it would be a nice color. Throwback to an old classic that's still relevant in most bodies of water that you go to. Yeah, this is very blue. We're going to have to darken up that top. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Essentially, I put too much blue in the blue side, which I don't think is true. I think that's the right amount of blue that we have here. But if you look here, see how it's more of a smoky black? It's not a super dark black there. So we just need to darken up that top color. So, right, Julie? Love it. That's such a bright blue. That gives me some other ideas for some colors down the road here. I've got a few in mind. Blue and ambers look great. Blue and greens look great. Blue and oranges. Like an amber brownish. Woohoo! So lots of good ideas coming for this summer bite. Lots of good drop shot colors when nothing else will work. Sometimes something brand new thrown in their face will just be the ticket that you need to catch that fish that just doesn't want to bite. I know we've all been there going, come on, fishy. You guys know the reel I'm talking about. Okay, round one complete. What's up, Mr. Denny? How you doing, sir? Okay, what we're going to do is, give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure that I've got my desktop all set up for the giveaway. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. Oh, no, I'm not. Here we go. There you go. Can you guys see me now? Okay. There are names for last week's sour apple giveaway for Wildcard Wednesday. So we're going to copy these names here and then head over to our wheel of names. Paste these in here. Of course, we're going to shuffle these a bunch of times. That's right about 25, 30 times right there. Okay, here we go. Without even looking, we're just going to spin it, see what happens from last week's color sour apple. Who's going to be the winner this week? Look at that. Congratulations, Julie. You are the winner of the sour apple color. Congratulations, Julie. Of course, we will get those baits over to you as soon as possible. There we go. I was on the wrong tab. Excuse me. There we go. Congratulations, Julie. That is awesome. Dan says yes. You're welcome, Julie. My pleasure. So, congratulations on winning last week's sour apple color. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, while we're waiting for these to cool off, I'll show you a couple of the highlights. That frog really turned out cool. Oh, we're on this camera. That's a little bit bigger one. So you got that red inside that green top and the chartreuse belly with that sparkle violet flake. I know it doesn't show up too great on camera, but it's in there. You can see it. So congratulations, Julie, on being last week's winner. This week's winner of last week's color, sour apple. That is freaking awesome. Those will be bagged up tomorrow, Julie. So I'll bring them with me this weekend. So I know I'll see you down there. Yeah, right, Dan. Be right there. Okay, let's get some of this cleaned up so we can open up some molds for you to get these ready for round two. I already know, like I said, we're going to have to darken up that top color a little bit more black to give it some contrast. The color build sometimes takes a little bit of work to get it just right so your colors aren't fighting each other, but rather they're working together. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting texted too. Yeah, Rick, I'm watching the weather for Sunday. It's supposed to be a windy son of a gun. We will see how that goes, but don't worry, we're keeping an eye on things down there. For those of you that don't know, while I'm waiting for these to cool off, this weekend is the first event of the Idaho Bass Federation Qualifier Series. This one will be at CJ Strike this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If you guys are interested in participating and you are a current TBF member, come on down. We're taking signups Friday all the way up until the close at 7. So if you're going to sign up at the ramp, so to speak, Friday night before the meeting, please show up a little early, like 6 o'clock. We'll get you logged in and registered and good to go. But that'll be this weekend at CJ Strike, and we've got some iffy weather moving in. We're going to keep a close eye on it. Don't worry. We'll fish, but we'll just have to be very careful and keep an eye on it. Obviously, we don't want to take any unnecessary risks and put anybody at danger that doesn't need the unneeded risk of going out there. But we'll keep an eye on it, I promise. So, all right, let's open up some molds here. Tonight's black and blue. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to hold it up here so you guys can actually see the reveal. There's the blue side, the blue with the silver flake. Very blue, very bright. Okay, we like that so far. What about this? Let's see what we got. Oh, I got something on the lens. There's the black side with the blue flake. Okay, it's not near as bad as I thought. I'm pleasantly surprised of how much black is still showing on that top side. You can see a good laminate line there. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Driving home from work? Yeah. Dad works with city government stuff. He's the city administrator over in Illinois, and they have all kinds of council meetings. Anyway, drive safe, Dad. So, not too bad, but I am going to add a little bit more black to that top. I like it, but that needs to be a little bit darker. So, that's right. These are a good test on these shapes, so we can kind of get to see what we're doing here. Okay, second one, exactly the same, no difference. There's the blue side with the silver flake and the black with the blue flake. but a lot of that blue side is shining through, so it looks really, really blue. I mean, it's not bad, but I think we can do better. So there's those. We're going to set these aside real quick, and we got some. Chris has add some copper flake. What side, Chris? You want copper on the top or the bottom or both? I've got true copper. I think that would look good. Okay, here is the 4-inch Warthogs. If you guys get ready to fish Lake Lowell for the BBB Open, let me know if you guys are in some need of some good brush hog colors. Okay, so this might actually be where this works out good, where the colors were nice. Let me explain why I think that was a good option here. Frank says, leave it. Scotty loves it. Scott says he'll use them. Check out the black versus blue right here. Those look pretty equal in strength. We're doing okay. So I think if we add any, we're going to do just a little bit on the top, but not crazy. Because, I mean, that's a good looking little bait right there. On that screen here. Oh, now I did it. Smudged up my big fat thumb. Excuse me, guys. 1 second. Is that better? We can see. What I was trying to show you is just that bait there. The good, nice black blue flake on that side and the blue and silver flake on that side. So I think we're darn close. Maybe just a little bit more black. But Chris, I'm not ruling out the copper. I like the flare. The one more, the aha additive that's going to make it pop. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep that in mind, Chris. Let me get these Warthogs hung up real quick. I'm going to grab our plastic for round 2 and add the little bit of black, a little bit of black on the top here like I talked about. There we go. Okay, gloves are helpful. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, Dan says. Can't remember if that was a movie quote as well. I had a coworker tell me that. He was talking about women, though. Let's do, I'm dying to see it. We're going to do the tankers. So let me get these over here real quick. So we're going to do the tankers and the jar heads on this next round. We're going to use the big injector. We're going to have to. We just got too much plastic here. So let me add just a little bit more black here. Okay, that was about another 20 drops. Ish. I like it. I think that's where we need to be. Okay, here we go. Dave's laughing. Okay, let's get the blue sound stirred up. Hey, we're ready to go. Round 2. Injector. Let's grab the big monster. Try not to hit the light that's overhead. I did it the other day when I was boring with this monstrosity of a twin injector. Look how big this thing is. I mean, to give you a guy's idea. So here we go. Round 2 of tonight's Wild Color Wednesday. The only change for this round is we darkened up that top just a little bit. But we're going to throw those flares in here real soon, Chris, I promise. Okay, there's 4-inch tanker. First one felt good. Me too, Rick. I liked him, man. I think we're right as far as good strength goes between the two colors. Okay, there's first jar head. That was a good one. No, I'm sorry. I have the backwards. I did the jar heads first. These are the tankers. Okay, I still have plenty of plastic. I probably could have got away with a smaller injector, but better safe than sorry. Let's get these topped off here. Then we got plugged up. There we go. Round 2 complete. Get our extra back in there. Nice. So let's get this ready. Oh, not just yet. We're going to need to top off one of those. Getting ahead of myself here. You guys been liking the nice weather lately? And then the change in weather this weekend? It's kind of nasty. little bit rainy, a little bit windy, but we'll make do. Usually we look out for TBF events. Let's hope they work out good. So, okay, I think we're good with Top Top Plastic. Let's get these warmed up for round 3. There we go. Let's clear out that first injector from round 1. Let's see what else is there to update you guys on. Oh, we already did that. Never mind. We need to warm this up for round 3. TBF deal this weekend, BBB the following weekend at Lake Lowell. Remember, if you're doing the BBB Open, it's been off limits since March 1st, I think. So even if you guys bank fished since then, might not want to enter in because that will get you DQ'd if somebody finds out. But oh my goodness, that is warm. That's right. Who needs fingertips, right? Rocking out some old 90s country. Once in a while, it's kind of nice to throw the station on here. Go. Get this guy all set up for the next round if needed. Let's see how much plastic we need on the future pours here. Well, I've got enough plastic for at least one more, but I've got molds set out for 2 more rounds. So let's hope we get to them here. Okay, like that. We cooled off enough? I think we're close enough here. Tim says it's been the same in Seattle. Been gorgeous here and then rain this weekend. Hey, man, has been a while, Tim. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate all you guys following, really. But, yeah, thanks, dude. Hopefully we get to see you at the COP tournament. First part of June, that Monday, the 8th, I think it is. So hopefully we'll see you there, Tim. Okay, I think we're good enough. We can open this up. Let's check out. These are the craws. We get the jar heads and the tankers. These are the jar heads, the smaller of the two. There's the belly side. What do you guys think of those? Is that good? Same blue, still bright blue. I like that. I like that a lot. And here's that black side. Yes, more pronounced. I like it. Now here's the key here. Mr. Cernich, how you doing, Joey? We were just talking about you, sir, just a minute ago. Oh, looks like this plastic was kind of cold. Look how short the antenna were on that pour. But I think we're right there on the black. Look at that good. You guys see the good contrast between the top and the bottom there? I like them. Okay, so that was round 1 for the first mold for the jar heads. Let's check out the next one. There it is. That looks a lot better. That is a very good pour. That bait right there. You guys think the side little legs came in really good? The claws look perfect as far as how much you can see through it. You can see the silver shining through a little bit on the top there, but you still have a good contrast. I think we're there. I think we nailed it. Joey says cool colors, man. I think so too. Heck yeah, Tim. Looking forward to it, dude. All right, so there was the jar heads. We're going to have to open up those tankers here just a second. We'll get these hung up. Oh, boots getting buddy. Okay, what's the jar heads? Let's get those out of the way. Here comes the tankers. These are the big 4-inch ones. Jay says, nice. What's up, Mr. Hatch? How you doing, sir? Here is the 4-inch tanker crawl. Like, this is a big flipping crawl. You can use it as a trailer. Let's say you're throwing like a 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce jig. This would be great for it. But for like a standalone flipping crawl, it's tough to go wrong with the tanker. Normally, tonight we didn't do it, but normally we make these in our extra durable blend. That way they stand up quite a bit. You still get plenty of action in the claws as thing is sinking. But, man, check out that color. I like them. I think the fish will like them too. Hopefully. Oh, man, this one's just the same. Look at those awesome crowds right there. So that's the 4-inch tanker there for you. I'm gonna get these laid out. We got such a rounded camera. There we go. Cool. Round 2 successful. Okay. Round 3 coming up here. Let's do you know what? Let's do the boomstick. And we're gonna do a throwback to an old school classic. You guys remember the old 7-inch or 7.5-inch, just old school worm, bass worms. Man, those things were absolutely phenomenal. They worked everywhere. You could throw them everywhere. It was just great. So we are going to pour some of those right now. Need to add some more spacers here. So we are doing the 4.4-inch boomstick and the 7.5-inch tomahawk. We don't do many of those here on the show, but when we do, they usually turn out pretty good. So I don't know why we don't do it more. But that is what we are going to do for round 3 here. Dan says money. Derek says looks good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. All right, I think we're good enough for round 3 here. Let me grab my plastic. We should need our gloves. Oh yeah, plenty warm. And just to be sure, we're going to use that Mondo injector again on this one. I know that boomstick takes a lot of plastic. Oh, Mike says solid color. Love it. Classic, man. It never goes away. That's how good it is. It never will go away. It will continue to work time and time again for eternity. So as long as there's fish to catch, we'll be using black and white. So here we go. Round 3. Let's see how much plastic we can soak up in the big old double injector. We don't know how much it's going to take. Oh, I just hit the light. That's what I was trying not to do. We'll keep this pour nice and slow. There we go. Okay, now for the tomahawk. There we go. Okay, that seemed like a good pour. Let's get these topped off real quick. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of plastic for round 4. Love it. There we go. Okay, let's keep an eye on these. These drink a lot of plastic as they're cooling off. Some of these bigger worm, bigger profiles. You know, these, the stick baits, the 5-inch stick bait, believe it or not, takes probably the most plastic. Okay, this is good first. Yeah, Joey says, cool hat. Funny you mentioned that there, Joey. Let's go ahead and give another shout out to tonight's sponsor, Yellow Barn Woodcraft. And thank you, Joey, for being tonight's sponsor here at Wild Color Wednesday. Been a long time supporter of the channel, and I appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much. So stay tuned for the official giveaway video Friday-ish. We'll have that. Hopefully I get that out Friday. I'll be out all weekend, so I better get it out Friday. So be on the lookout for the giveaway video for this color tonight, officially sponsored by Yellow Barn Woodcrafting. We will tell you in that video how to enter. Make sure you guys follow the instructions, though. We've had some that were close. They did one thing, but not the other kind of deal. But this one's going to be easy. It's going to be a like and probably tag Yellow Barn, just saying thanks for being tonight's sponsor. So don't worry. We will tell you the details on Friday when that comes out. We're trying to get this to cool off as fast as possible so we can get the these next molds open here. I think I just put the blue in the black side and the black in the blue side. I did. Oh, and I did it again. I'm trying not to ruin the hat, Joey. It's lasted long enough without me sweating through it that it still looks good. So Joey and I trade hats all the time. Okay, plenty of plastic for round 4. Let's get the plastic in the microwave. We don't want to be waiting on that here in a second. Okay, there we go. All stirred up. Let's get these in the microwave so we can do the next round here. It's better if you stir them first. You wait to stir them. Your middle is like way too hot. The outside way too cold. A lot of, I would say, cooking skills go into play with bait making as far as temperature control and things like that. So, what happened? Did we switch? We did. That's all right. We'll switch back in just a second. Man, there was something else I was going to tell you guys. Well, I guess the next big thing for me, of course, I'm going to fish the BBB Open. I'll see you guys over there at Lowell. That's always a fun one. Don't want to miss that one. So Lance and I'll be fishing that one. The week and a half after, I'll be heading down south to California to fish a bigger tournament down there, the BAM Pro-Am at California Delta. We'll be down around Big Break area. First weekend in May down there for that tournament. So wish me luck. Hopefully that goes good. I got 54th last time, so I'm trying to beat that. Of course, the ultimate goal is the win thing, but I'd like to cash a check in one of these things. So let's hope it goes good. Heard fishing's been pretty good. Heard the spawn bite is almost done down there, but we'll see. We're going to be flipping a whole lot of grass. I know that with some big heavy weights, trying to punch some mats, some deeper grass. We'll see how that goes. Never fished the Delta. Looking forward to it. We'll switch back over here in just a second so you guys can see these. There we go. There you guys can see what's going on here. All I'm doing is doing some cleanup here. It's still pretty warm. Yeah. Really warm. Okay, that's clear. That's good. That mold's cooled off. That one's cooled off. I think we can open up some molds after we give our plastic a quick stir. That's what you have to do, or need to do, to prepare for the next round. So we've got some solids in here that were pretty big. Oh yeah, plenty warm though. We may not even warm those up anymore. We'll see. We'll get to that in a second. All right, let's open up these. Because, man, I want to see the boomstick. So let's see what's up. What's up, Dota? Okay, here we go. Here's the boomsticks. These are going to be one of the coolest bladed jig trailers. Probably great color. If you got a black and blue blade jig, all right, go crazy. Even if you got a green pumpkin one, throw it on there. So there's the belly side, that nice bright blue. Check out the black right there. There you go. Now you guys can see it. I know it's kind of upside down for you. Well, maybe it's not. So there's the black over blue on the boomstick. I don't know. What do you guys give it out of 10? It's got to be a 7. 8? 8 for classic points, maybe. I like it. I throw it. Okay. Let's grab our scissors. We're going to get this prepped to hang up. Happy with that. I am. I think those, it's the right proportions. Top of the belly color that is the contrast between the two. I think it's where it needs to be. I'm not a fish, but caught a few. Don't Mike says jackhammer, smiley face. Yes, sir. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, Frank. Heck yeah. Okay, so there was the boomstick. Now, here's the real old school throwback. This one might get better points because it's a classic. So anybody who's been bass fishing since they were a little kid, it's probably my age and maybe older. You guys have seen this for sure. Maybe not so much with the silver flake, but check out the old school 7.5 inch bass worm. Now this is an 8 cavity mold, so you can see them all in there. Now, what's cool about the tails, you can see it already how much they mix the colors, the smoky blue in the tail, and then you've got quite the contrast here in the actual body with that nice bright blue and that silver stuff there. Let's see what it looks like on the other side with the black and blue. Not surprised there. Looking good. What do you guys think? Heck yeah. Throw back to a classic. Love making these neoclassic colors, the black and purple, the black and golds. Culprit made these for a long time. Mr. Callahan, what's up? Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you, sir. So, pretty good. I like these. All right, let's get these hung up real quick. We can get prepped for round 4. And I want to see. Now, I picked out these two. Maybe we'll do one more bonus because we have enough plastic. So, I'm going to do these in a twin tail, the Shammer twin. I think that'll look really good. Hey, what's up, Steve? Oh, Brian? Yeah, Purtell's in. Heck yeah, Steve. So I'm going to do the Rifleman, the little punch and craw, and then I'm also going to do the twin tails. And I've got just enough plastic. I think we can do one more shape. What do you guys want to see? I'm trying to think what else would be a good one. We could do the chubby. That might not be bad. Let me see here. Got the Recruit, but that's a pretty small. You guys want to see it in I don't know if we have the plastic for 10 Cincos. Maybe. It's a bit close. You guys want to see it a stick bait? I'm looking at my molds here to see what else we can do. We can do the little beavers. Ooh, a lizard. Yes, that's platoon leader, stick bait. Yeah, I think. Oh man, it's so close. I'm wondering if I have enough plastic to do 10 of those. I think the lizards will look really good though too. Yes, says Tomb. Oh, Joey wants the unnamed 4-inch. You know what, Joey? I like that. I do. All right, give me 1 second. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we're gonna do the unnamed 4-inch. What's up, J-Dub? Zoom Energy and lizards, right? God, I'm so stuck. Do we have enough plastic to do these and lizards? You know, we're going for broke. We're gonna see how far we can get down the line here. We're gonna stack this sucker full of molds and see what happens. Since we got the bigger injector, we might as well, right? Like, why not? Okay, so we have got 8 molds lined up here. Rick Kenny says the only way they would look better is if they were in my tackle box. We can arrange that, sir. Let me know, sir. We can absolutely help you out. Solve that problem. Get bucker baits in your bag. Help you catch more fish. Okay, 8 molds lined up. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens here. Lizards, 4-inch, 3-inch, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll have 5 different shapes with the 8 different molds. So let's see what happens. Let's go for broke here. I'm trying to do some math in my head, make sure we have enough ounces. Oh, it's gonna be close. We're gonna go for broke. I think we'll get to at least one of the lizards. I don't know if we'll get both though. That's gonna be the breaking point, I think, for how much is in here, how much my injectors can hold. Make sure these are pretty warm. We're trying to keep going all the way through. Okay. About 45 more seconds on those. The blending block is hot. Those are good to go. The only way this would go easier is if these molds were a little bit preheated. The plastic flows a little better. I'm worried about them cooling off too fast. We're going to try to see. But reveal coming very soon, very shortly. Thanks for sticking with us. With me, I should say, in this lonely bunker. No, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. It's actually nice that I've got the doors open and it's warm out and everything's good. I'm so happy for spring weather. Can't wait for flip-flops and throwing a frog. That's my favorite time of year. So. All righty. 5 more seconds. Oh yeah, nice and warm. Okay, here we go. Fourth and final round of tonight's black and blue color. We're gonna need a name for this, a keyword. Oh man, what should we call it? Something like a bruiser or old school black and blue? You guys got a cool name? Hematoma? Like, I don't know. Let's hear the names. What do you guys want to call this stuff while I'm shooting this last one? Oh, excuse me. Turn that to burp in you guys' ear. Okay, here we go. Fourth and final round. Oh, we just opened up our mold. There we go. We're back to closed. Fourth and final round of tonight's black and blue color. Yet to be named. Let's hear what you guys want to call this. Okay, we're fully full. Let's see how far it goes. Do you think we have enough? Okay, there's the first rifleman. Cosmos, that's a good name. Black and Delta. Okay, second one. That's good. Time Warp, that's a good one, Dan. Twilight, I like it, Mike. You guys always come up with game names so fast. Okay, I'm going to skip this mold briefly, real quick, because I put too much plastic in the other twin tail. Okay, there's the new Miners. Those are topped off. We're gonna get at least one of the lizards. I don't know if we'll get both, but it's gonna be close. There's one, and I'll be damned, folks. We had just enough. Rita says, "Call it domestic violence." Might get canceled in today's culture. Bruised berry, blackberry. Heck yeah, these are all sounding great. You guys always make it hard to choose too. You know that. Should probably hire all you guys to be the naming staff for bunker bait, so we can come up with decent names for our stuff. Okay, we got a couple to top off here. We're just waiting for them to cool off now. That's all we need. Midnight Madness, Rick says. Joey, whatever you put in front of Shiner, it didn't come through. I'm sure it was an emoji or something, but I can't see what it is. Rita, we might have to call it like failure to appear or something, so it doesn't get on the keyword. Disco blue, Chris says. I like it. Chris, I still have some more plastic. I'm going to throw some copper in this, dude. I want to see what these look like. I may do some more lizards with that copper in it. I like where this is headed. So, it'll be good, Chris. I'll send you a picture, man. Disco blue. Okay, getting there. I'll move some stuff out of the way so we can open these. Almost there. Still pretty warm. Bunny box warm. I know that. Okay. No, not quite. It's just a little bit too hot on the top. 30 seconds, 45 seconds. We'll get those opened up here. Man, it's such a nice night out tonight. Have to go sit on the old back porch and have a drink or two. Black eye shiner. Oh, gotcha, Joey. Man. Told you to do the dishes. Just kidding. Don't beat your wives. We're close enough. Let's take a chance. How bad gonna hurt, right? Okay. I want to see what these are gonna look like. And I don't want to wait. Let's start off with the rifleman. This is like a punch and crawl, real skinny 3.4 inch. Excuse me, I think it's a 3.2. Punch and crawl. Really cool little shape, cool little profile. You guys see that there? I don't know if you can see it on the small. And that one doesn't do it justice anymore since we shrunk it down. But pretty cool little shape. Here's the blue side of those. So if you're looking for a real small, compact flipping craw to get through some heavy cover, the Rifleman is it's a good choice. So that one looks pretty good. We got one more of those to go. There we go. There's a whole nice batch of those Riflemen. Very effective. Okay, twin tails. These are everybody's favorites, no matter what color we shoot. A lot of people love the twin tails. I tell you what, for a black and blue like swim jig or even a football head, dragging this as a trailer, this black and blue. Look how it blends in the tails here. Look how blue, smoky that looks. Still see-through, still clear, lots of action, but the main body there, you still have the nice dark profile on that side. There's that blue silver flake on that side. Looking good. Loving the twin tails. Man, these things are so versatile. You guys need to get some. Pick up some Shammer Twins. Speaking of Shammer Twins, be on the lookout. If you guys ever go up to Kilgore Adventures up near Whitebird, we're up in their store now. So we just added, I think it's our 10th or 11th official store up in Whitebird. So thank you, Kilgore Adventures, for stock and bunker baits, specifically Shammer Twins, up there in their little store. So if you guys go on any of the tours they have or whatever over at Kilgore Adventures, check out their little store there. They've got us on the shelf, so that'd be cool to see. All right, this is the no-name Minnow. This is the 3-inch version, the little guy, right? And I kind of took away the reveal from you by not showing you on the coming out of the mold there. But check out this little guy. If you're looking for an epic little drop shot bait, look at that blue shine on that belly. See how translucent that still is on that belly side? So if you're looking for a little drop shot bait, man, this thing is the you-know-what. We've got the full release coming next week. I just got notification of shipping on the rest of those. So, right, Mike? Love the twin tail. Okay, this is the 4-inch unnamed bait, the minnow, if you will. Check that out there. Look at that blue, bright blue belly. Man, these are looking so good. These pair up very well with the Cypher ball head, especially the scoping head from Cypher is phenomenal on these 3-inch and the 4-inch. So, okay, there's those. Last but not least, right, Tim? I like them a lot too, man. Last but not least, because these are, you want to talk about a throwback to a classic, a lizard on a Carolina rig. We can do some damage, right? Joey says, perfect. I love it. Here are the 5-inch lizards. There's the blue side. Check out the belly of those lizards. Flip these over, check the tops here. Oh, that's going to be tough to beat. I don't care what part of the country you're fishing in. You throw this on the Carolina rig, go drag it around some grass edges, through some timber, you name it. Those puppies are going to get bit. Joey says the 4-inch is fire. I'm liking those lizards. And Chris, I'd like a little bit of copper in them lizards, if you know what I'm saying. Delta Mike says killer. Yes, sir. I think we hit this one, maybe not out of the park, but I think it went over the wall, at least. I think we got an RBI or two, maybe. Man, these are looking good. I really like tonight's color. So simple, yet so just beautiful. I think it'll work good no matter who you are. So, heck yeah. All right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you being here for this episode of Wild Color Wednesday. Really cool color we did tonight. So, like I said, thanks for being here. Let's give one quick shout out one more time to our sponsor tonight. Thanks, Joey, for being the sponsor tonight. Yellow Barn Woodcrafting. Make sure you guys hit up Joey for any of your woodworking needs. Could be cutting boards, could be shrinkets, could be memorial stuff, could be awards. I know last time we talked to Joey, he was talking about the big spatulas, the big wooden spatulas for the giveaways at like jambalaya or chili cook-offs, the trophies, stuff like that. So hit up Joey. He'll definitely help you out. Anything you need there. So thanks again, Joey. Appreciate you, man, for being tonight's sponsor. Cheers, brother. Appreciate you. What else? I think that's about it. Other than frog in my throat. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate you being here. We will catch you next week for the next episode of Wildcard Wednesday. Stay tuned. Friday-ish, this giveaway video will be out. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, we will see you guys next time.